The state that Nigeria is at the moment is what Patrick Obahiagbon will call political krinkung krankung, or you can call it a political higi-haga with a kungaga, or the biblical teke mene you fasten, a bewitchment without retrieval melee.
You see, happenings in recent times have clearly demonstrated evidently and undoubtedly the intent of the politicians. You can remember from when they had the electoral reforms. One of the persons who opposed the move was Remi Tinubu.
But why will someone oppose a transparent election process if not that they have illegal plans?
You could shout that from the top of the roof. You know, I mentioned in this program before concerning those people shouting Tinubu build Lagos, Tinubu build Lagos. They don't even have a clue. What exactly did Tinubu build in Lagos, if not that it's just a fallacy that they are using as a campaign strategy? I was there in Lagos when Tinubu was the governor of Lagos State until he handed over to Fashola. I was there in 2007. Tinubu never constructed one single road. All due respect, no insult, but you can go and find out for yourself. All they were doing was, prior to election period, they will start patching potholes all around Lagos. That's all.
So where is all the Tinubu build Lagos coming from?
Is coming from ignorance and those who are cunningly and ridiculously using that as campaign strategy. Lagos was the capital of Nigeria till 1991, precisely on December 12th, when the capital was now moved to Abuja. So it's just like tomorrow now, they decide to move the capital of Nigeria from Abuja to another place. Then Abuja becomes like one of the states in Nigeria. Then one day, a particular governor will come and say he's the one that built Abuja. Lagos retained that popularity, one, because of the seaport. Secondly, Lagos was the capital of Nigeria longer than any other state had been. So almost all organizations had their head offices in Lagos.
But today, they say Tinubu built Lagos.
The only thing Tinubu has ever done to Lagos is to steal from Lagos and hold Lagos under his claws. And he's the one that decides whoever becomes the governor of Lagos State from the time he handed over. When you try to disobey him, he removes you, just like what he did to Ambode. Lagos was insecure and dirty. And the man that did the transformation on Lagos was Babatunde Raji Fashola. I've been in Lagos through all those times. So those who say Tinubu build Lagos, Tinubu build, they are just speaking out of ignorance, or they know the truth, they just want to use that as a campaign strategy. Tinubu has collected more than half of the land in Ibejuleki. He will use state government money to build a project like the Lekki-Ikoyi Link Bridge and mount a toll gate on it and divert the funds to himself. That's what he does. But because of our ignorance, politicians will come and tell you that Tinubu built Lagos and you will agree. Anyways, we spoke extensively about that topic in one of our videos that we titled APC New Strategy. You can go and watch it.
If you don't know much about something, you can only but agree with the lies that they cook for you.
I saw a recent campaign video where Kashim Shettima is saying in the midst of Boko Haram, he invested in agriculture. That's the word he used, invested. Don't know what kind of word is that. The same Boko Haram that you sponsored, or is it another Boko Haram? Now, let's talk about APC governors taking CBN and Buhari to court. Check those governors. Number 1, el-Rufai, the governor of Kaduna State. This is the same Kaduna State that has been under attack every month.
Was it not the same Kaduna that in 2022 they attacked a train and adopted people and even killed many other people?
No, you must be mistaken. It is not Kaduna. Oh. That state is Kadina, not Kaduna. Because that is what APC will tell you. They twist everything to suit their greedy selves. All the insecurity in the state. El-Rufai did not take the army to court for not securing his state. He did not take Buhari to court over the loss of lives in Kaduna every single week.
So Governor el-Rufai is now saying people suffering because of lack of money in circulation is now worse than the people that have been dying of terrorism attack in Kaduna State every week, Abi?
It's worse than that too. Trust me. Interview someone from the Tinubu team and they will prove to you how that is worse than people that are dying. All the 3 governors, el-Rufai of Kaduna State, Bello Matawale of Zamfara, Yahaya Bello of Kogi State, are all in Tinubu's camp. So you can see why they had to take CBN and Buhari to court over the Naira redesign and CBN new policy. Because they have stashed up money away to buy votes such that it will be so difficult and impossible to change that money before election. And even if they decide to change it with the new CBN policy, They won't be able to get that money out again to be able to buy votes. Please, I want to ask a question. This CBN policy of withdrawal limit, does it actually affect us, the common man?
How can it affect us? How much do we even withdraw normally? Anything you want to do that requires big money, you transfer. What is there?
Very good. Because like me, if I want to make any payment that is up to 10,000, I'd rather transfer. I don't even want to pay with cash. In fact, I do transfer for transaction far less than 10,000. I've even done transfer for someone for 1,000 before. So the withdrawal limit is very cool for anybody. The only reason for all the recent hardship is just that the bank managers have formed alliance with some politicians to sell the new currency to them. That's why they are not making them available at the ATM machines.
Yes, nah. Say they have been arresting some bank managers now. On Monday, they arrested one bank manager in Abuja who has stashed about 29 million naira of the new naira note in his bank. Meanwhile, they not put the new note in the ATM machine. Wickedness of the highest order. This country, hey, they would tell us government is bad, Buhari is bad. Many of us, it is until they give us our own opportunity to demonstrate power that they will know how corrupt and wicked we are. That is why if you go to some places, even the security man at the gate will use his position to oppress you. That is how people are.
Most of this unavailability of the new note is just within some states. And we know some of them are those states that have the influence of Tinubu and his cabal. I have someone in Akwa Ibom State. This is somebody that works in a bank. And she confirmed to me that in Akwa Ibom, they load the new notes in the ATM every day, constantly. Once he finish, they load new ones. Besides, she told me that the old people that cannot stand on the queue for long, they come into the banking hall and they can withdraw from the counter. So for those states where the new Naira note is hard to get, forget it. They know what they are doing.
So why will you take CBN to court over the hardship? Why have you all of a sudden cared about the people? Meanwhile, you didn't care when the people have been dying and adopted by bandits. Is it the first time that people have hardship in Nigeria? During COVID-19, many governors were faking isolation centers so that they can collect money. People like Dangote and many other good Nigerian people who provided palliative to ease the hunger and hardship in the land. But it was these same politicians that stole them. But all of a sudden now, you care for us so much. Try! Or not too much.
Was it not in Lagos State that someone hid palliative to use it for his own birthday? Upon the money that they have been stealing, how many of them says, let's even give something to the citizens? Meanwhile, in some other countries, the government was supplying their citizens with food and money every week, all through the lockdown. Few days to election, all of a sudden, Sanwo-Olu, the governor of Lagos State, is now giving 50% discount on all government transport systems. It's just now that he realized that Nigerians are suffering, or Lagosians are suffering. We have had fuel crisis for up to 5 months now. He didn't do anything. Few days to election, now he wants to provide security for all filling stations that want to sell fuel 247. Now that the fuel challenge is even easing down. Few days to election, they now remember that people are hungry in Lagos and they are now opening food bank for people to go and get food.
At any time that anyone needed the government most in this country was during COVID-19 lockdown. But even after COVID-19, people had been suffering.
These are election strategies. Let's see how long this food bank will last after the election. Politicians don't care about you. That's what I'm saying. It's about themselves. Was it not Tinubu that was saying the lack of fuel, lack of new Naira notes and the whole redesigning of the Naira is because they don't want him to win election? They don't see it as if it is to curb bandits and kidnappers that have been extorting bags of money from people. No, everything that doesn't work in their own interest is not good. However, if I may ask, who are the people that are frustrating Tinubu when APC is the one that is making all the decisions?
He even said that they should vote them out. Is it not the same party again? Or maybe there's APC 1 and APC 2 now. We may not know, maybe it's possible.
Didn't you hear el-Rufai too say that there are some elements in Asu Rock who don't want them to win the 2023 election? Buhari had never liked Tinubu. Not for anything, but because Buhari knows whom Tinubu really is. He knows. However, after saying all these things, you are free to vote for Tinubu. Please, I'm not saying don't vote for him. It's your right to vote for whomever you deem fit. I have never campaigned for anybody on this platform, but for all the candidates that are contesting, this very guy. Okay. Now, another issue that got my attention is the fact that INEC said that they want to partner with MC Oluomo to transport election materials around Lagos. Do you know that MC Oluomo is Tinubu's right-hand man and his executor? I'm not talking more than that. Let's just leave it there.
So of all the logistic company in Lagos, they didn't see anybody that they can partner with. It is Agbero people. Those bus drivers that before they come out in the morning, they must have smoked igbo and take a lot of paraga. Those are the people that you want to entrust election materials in their hand, abi? And you want a free and fair election.
Everything in Lagos is run by Tinubu. That's just it. That's why PDP is making that comment, Baba Sokpe. Anything he doesn't sign doesn't work. Anything he says no, stand. Anything he says yes, stand. That's why I always tell people that before Lagos State's elections and the state itself will be free, that will be after the demise of Asuwaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The same Tinubu that was asking what were people doing at the Lekki toll gate when they kill people is the same Tinubu that is coming out to say, I'm a youth president. I want to be president. Drive me there. You knew you needed the people to drive you there, yet you have been so heartless, ruthless and wicked. Do you remember that adage that says, when the lion is drinking water alongside with the zebra, you know that the lion needs the zebra to vote for him in the forest election. But what happens after the election? I rest my case.
We have run out of time. We will see you again on our next episode by next Saturday at 8 a.m. Stay wise, don't get deceived. Politicians are always politicians, so don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't done so, and follow us on Facebook so that you will get our posts whenever we post. But yeah!